So let's talk about Taurus season. Hello, beautiful people. Life can be a challenge, but at least we have each other. Yes, Taurus season begins on April 19th. So in this video, I will make sure you know what to expect and the best way to navigate this major energetic opening based on your individual sign. Okay, no more wasting time. Let's go. Taurus season begins when the sun enters Taurus on Saturday, April 19th at 7:56 p.m. Universal Time, which will be 12:56 p.m. Pacific Time, 3:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and for those of you that live in the Southern Hemisphere, this will be 5:56 a.m. on Sunday, April 20th in Sydney, Australia, and 9:56 p.m. on Saturday, April 19th in Johannesburg, South Africa. So let's find out the best way to make the most of this Taurus season energy. Taurus season brings the steady, nurturing energy necessary to feed the seeds of intention that you planted during Aries season. Taurus, ruled by Venus, is the guardian of growth and abundance. Over the next 4 weeks, it is your job to quiet the chaos and noise around you as you bring emphasis to the routines that support your goals. Taurus season is all about implementing the Taurus traits of patience and persistence, reminding us that real progress emerges through a consistent, loving commitment to your aspirations. So let's celebrate all of those steadfast, loyal Tauruses out there as you focus on bringing the vision that you have for yourself into reality. And remember, Taurus is also known for finding the beauty in everyday life. No one can appreciate pleasure and comforts like a Taurus can. So as you are striving to achieve your goals, don't forget to truly savor and enjoy each moment life has to offer. I'm wishing you a season of abundance and forward movement. Happy Taurus season. Now let's find out what this Taurus season means for you and the most effective way to navigate this Taurus season based on your individual sign. Okay, my powerful Aries, when the sun enters Taurus, this will be in your second house. So Aries, now that your season has come to an end, and I really hope it was a fantastic one for you, by the way, this next step on your path to making 2025 your best year yet will be all about you redefining what matters to you. It will also be about redefining your relationship with material wealth, amplifying your ability to manifest abundance, and above all else, it will be about you connecting to your self-worth. What I mean by that is the life that we create on the outside is largely a reflection of what is going on the inside. So now that you have had your rebirth season, it is absolutely crucial for you to take some time and really look at how you view your self-worth. And this doesn't mean are you confident or not. As an Aries, you're gonna have a natural confidence in terms of your capabilities. This is something that all fire signs have. When I say your self-worth, I mean, do you sometimes take less than you deserve in order to make sure that someone else is happy? Or do you ask for less to be more easygoing? Do you in any way feel uncomfortable receiving? If the answer to any of these questions is yes, then there may be some work that needs to be done when it comes to you seeing yourself as deserving, and also when it comes to you understanding that you can be loving, compassionate, giving, and a generous human being while still making sure that your needs are met and while still being excited about receiving. So during this 4 weeks of Taurus season, if you find yourself having an opportunity to ask for what you deserve, take that opportunity. Show the universe that you have learned the lesson of self-love and that you understand that loving yourself means allowing yourself to receive and receive abundantly. Life is all about balance, and you are a giver, Aries. So if you give abundantly, why not receive abundantly? There are likely to be opportunities for financial gain during this Taurus season for you, and the more you embrace this idea of balancing giving with receiving, the more these opportunities are going to come your way. If you find that circumstances show up where money is a challenge, like unexpected bills or fear around not having enough, know that this is an opportunity to shift your perspective and come up with a plan to manifest more abundance. So that way you overcome these challenges and begin a new connection with material success. So overall, Aries, this is going to be an excellent time for you to start this new chapter after your rebirth season, where you can now create a renewed, strong foundation with the material world, one that matches that strong spiritual foundation that you have on the inside. This way, this year will be one where life expands for you in all ways. So embrace this energetic opening, and happy Taurus season, Aries. Okay, my powerful Taurus, it is finally here, your season. And I want to wish all of you authentic, consistent, loyal, supportive, warm, and charming Tauruses out there a rebirth season filled with connection, with new opportunities, with wishes fulfilled, major abundance, laughter, good times, and most of all, love. Now, when the sun enters Taurus, this is going to be in your first house. So Taurus, it is time. It is time for you to shed the old version of yourself, shed any pain and any resentment and any frustration or insecurity or doubt that you may have been carrying around with you for the last 12 months, and move forward with the lessons from the experiences over the last year, and now make a commitment to allowing yourself to hit the reset button and step into these next 12 months with new goals and new dreams and a newfound confidence and a newfound excitement for not only what you are capable of accomplishing, but also for what the universe has in store for you. Now, this will be a 4-week period where life will 100% be a reflection of your perspective. This will be a defining time, Taurus. So ask yourself, are you going to start off strong and then slip into old habits? And by old habits, I mean old ways of thinking. For you, the biggest challenge is comparing yourself to other people or comparing yourself to the life that you thought you would have by this point. Your strength is going to be in recognizing that your soul is not on some predetermined timeline where you have to hit certain goals by certain ages. That's nonsense. Recognize that your soul is on its own adventure, and the more you embrace the moment and start from right where you are without judgment and with excitement, while allowing yourself to redefine your goals for this year and to reestablish your belief in yourself and your belief in what is possible and the likelihood of things working out for you, while not allowing the past to cast a shadow of doubt over your dreams. The more you can do that, the more this year and this rebirth season will be your best one yet. Expect new opportunities to be coming your way, expect to meet some new people, expect to have new perspectives, and also expect some tests along the way. And by that I mean, if any frustrating circumstances come up, which are likely to, because life is never perfect, and frustrating circumstances come up for all of us, no matter what time of year it is, bring a new awareness to them. Challenge yourself not only to see challenges differently, but also challenge yourself to respond differently. The theme is New Year, New You, Taurus. You will always be your true self at your core, and that is a beautiful thing, but allow yourself to adapt and grow and see life through a new lens. This is your time to recognize, Taurus, that no one has more power over what your life becomes than you. And it's all about your mindset and your perspective and the actions that you take based on that perspective and belief system. Now is your time. It's your season, your 4 weeks to establish who you are going to be during this next chapter of your life, knowing that who you decide to be and what you decide to believe, the perspective you decide to have, that is what's going to shape the next 12 months of your life, which is extremely exciting because you have the freedom to do so in whatever way you want to. Step into your greatness, Taurus. Enjoy this new energy, enjoy rediscovering a new love for yourself, and enjoy all of the abundance the universe has in store for you. Embrace this energetic opening. Happy birthday and happy Taurus season, Taurus. Okay, my powerful Geminis, when the sun enters Taurus, for you, this is going to be in your 12th house. So Geminis, this is going to be the most crucial 4 weeks of 2025. And the reason why I say this is because this is going to be the preparation period that's going to set the tone and set the stage and set the foundation for your rebirth season. So the best way to utilize these 4 weeks is to allow yourself to take a step back from your life and really ask yourself, what is it I want? How do I want my life to look this year? What do I want to accomplish? Who do I want to be with me on this exciting adventure? Who do I want on my team? By answering all of these questions, you will by default recognize what you don't want. Because after you answer what it is that you do want, anything that you see around you that is still lingering, that does not support that vision, that will represent what you don't want. And that will be the answer to what it is you need to let go of in order to begin setting the stage for the life that you do envision for yourself. Now, it is important to know that the 12th house is the energetic opening that connects you to your subconscious. And your subconscious programming is responsible for your belief system and for your habits and for your perspective on a deeper level. So this is the time, Gemini, to do any necessary reprogramming in terms of your belief system and your perspective, because those changes will be at the root. And changing these things at the root will ensure that you will no longer find yourself repeating any of the same behaviors or attracting the same energy like you may have done in the past. So anything that comes up for you during this next 4 weeks, anything that represents a challenge or anything that frustrates you or even makes you sad, don't resist those feelings. Instead, observe the feelings and ask yourself, what belief system do I have that is leading me to feel this way? Once you identify what that belief system is, then ask yourself, what is it I would need to believe in order to have a different, more productive reaction to these circumstances or similar ones that may come up in the future? And the answer to that question, that will be the key in terms of making effective changes. And making these changes now will seriously set you up to be prepared for your rebirth season, where you can step into that season ready to create new energy and attract new people and experiences and be able to make the most of those new connections and those new opportunities, because you will have a new perspective, one that is rooted in fulfillment and forward movement. So overall, Gemini, this 4 weeks of Taurus season is going to be a time of enlightenment, of clarity, of connecting to the inner you. It may be emotional at times and you may even feel tired at times, but take a break when you need one. And during those breaks, don't sit in any sort of judgment of yourself. Just sit and really do your best to understand what it is that you're feeling, why you may be feeling that way, and then look deeper at what those belief systems are that are creating those emotional responses to the circumstances. The 12th house can be a serious time of healing if you allow it to be, as opposed to what we like to do a lot of times when we get upset or get frustrated. We try to distract ourselves with something that makes us feel good, and that still leaves that issue untended to and unresolved. And even though we might feel good in those distracted moments, at some point we're gonna have to come back to those emotions and the root causes of those emotions because they haven't been dealt with. So this will be a time of connecting to the inner you and establishing your vision for the next 12 months, and a time of preparation for you to make sure you will be able to make the most of your season, because you'll be carrying no heaviness or no confusion, only excitement and confidence and capability. So embrace this energetic opening, and happy Taurus season, Geminis. Okay, my powerful Cancerians, when the sun enters Taurus, for you, this is going to be in your 11th house. So lucky you, Cancers. The 11th house is my personal favorite when it comes to the 12 houses of the Zodiac, and this is because it is the house of dreams coming true. Now, it's also the house of friends and social connections, so keep that in mind. But more than anything, it is a time for you to really begin to allow the vision that you have for yourself in terms of what you want to create for 2025, where you start to really bring that into focus. And as you step into this next 4 weeks, ask yourself, is there anything that is holding you back that you are responsible for? Any belief system or habits that you know undermine your ability to stay in the flow and manifest what it is that you desire? And if there is, do not spend a bunch of time trying to figure out why or where it comes from. Instead, just say no more. If being distracted by a certain habit is the issue, then commit for the next 4 weeks to not engaging in that habit. And yes, it can be that easy. For you, as long as you keep yourself engaged in something that keeps your mental and emotional attention, meaning it requires focus and you actually enjoy it, or you enjoy the outcome that it brings, that will keep you from engaging in the habit that you want to overcome. That habit only rears its ugly head when you don't have a more productive focus. You can expect opportunities to come your way during these next 4 weeks, and I want you to be prepared to take advantage of those opportunities. And for you to do so, you have to be in the right headspace and the right emotional space, because those two things for you go hand in hand more than any other sign. So if you find yourself being emotionally distracted by something, take a moment and ask yourself, is this really worth my time and my energy? And if the answer is no, let it go. And no other sign is more capable of cutting something off and being done with it right in that moment. So why not use that power of yours to cut things off? Why not use that power to cut off behaviors or thoughts that you know are not in your best interest? The more you can take care of you and take control of where you put your focus during Taurus season, the more amazing this 4-week period can be for you. Now, because the 11th house is the house of social connections and friendships, you may find yourself being invited to a few social gatherings. And if you are, do your best to go, because this may be one of the ways that the universe is using to bring opportunities your way. Also, if you have had a disconnect with a friend recently, this will be a time where the two of you may reconnect and some healing can really take place regarding that relationship. Now, this also may be a time where a dream or a goal that you had in the past that you let go of for a while, it may spark interest within you again. You may start to feel, you know what, I really do want that, or you really do miss how you felt when you were pursuing that. And if that instinctual urge does show up, follow that. This is a 4-week period of being in the flow and following that flow. So that means following your instincts. Your only job is to make sure you are using the Taurus theme of persistence and focus and consistency to diligently keep your head and your heart in the right place. So overall, know that this is a great season for you. Know Know that you can really gain some major momentum during this time, and know that opportunity is on the horizon, Cancers. So tap into that self-confidence that I know you have. Remind yourself of who you are and what you are capable of, and go make the most of this season, Cancers. Embrace this energetic opening, and happy Taurus season, Cancers. Okay, my powerful Leos, when the sun shifts into Taurus, this will be in your 10th house. So Leos, the best way for you to utilize this energy is to recognize that we just started the astrological year. Aries season was a time of planting the seeds for the next 11 months, and Taurus season is the time for you to set the foundation and get as much clarity as you possibly can when it comes to your professional life. This is a time to give focus to what it is you do for a living. Establish what you want your goals to be in terms of what you would like to make this year financially or monetarily, what you would like to be doing to make that money, and then spark that fiery excitement around the life that you will be living that will bring the vision to life, and then begin to take the steps to put your plan into action. It is very likely that work opportunities will show up for you during this time, and the more clarity you have in terms of what your goals are for the year, the more you will be able to determine what is right for you and what isn't. And if by chance you are not 100% sure of what it is that you would like to do in terms of working this year, that's okay. Don't be hard on yourself. Just ask yourself what it is that you can see yourself doing this year. And it doesn't have to be for the rest of your life. That's why I keep saying this year. The important thing is to create a vision and then allow the experience of this year to inform the next year, and then build upon that as you go. You are a Leo. Once you have the vision, taking action and having confidence while doing so, that isn't the problem. So let's get that vision into place, Leos. Now, if you are a content creator, this is a 4-week period where you are likely to gain an increase in your following and engagement. But remember, this is Taurus season, and in order to make the most of any season, it's about utilizing the energy of the sun being in that sign. So what will be rewarded during this 4-week period is consistency and focus, Leos. No excuses for why this isn't working for you, or why something hasn't happened, or who has stood in your way. Instead, let all of that go. Focus on what you can do, know that you will do it, and maintain optimism as you move forward. So overall, Leos, this is going to be a 4-week period where you will make major headway if you implement the discipline that you know you are capable of. You are a fixed sign just like Taurus. So this means once you set your mind to something, there is no stopping you. So set those goals and hit the ground running. Embrace this energetic opening, and happy Taurus season, Leos. Okay, my powerful Virgos, when the sun enters Taurus, this is going to be in your 9th house. So Virgos, this is going to be an excellent 4-week period for you. One of the best of the entire year. So don't waste that energy. You just have to make sure that you are consistent and you are open-minded, and that you don't get in your own way by focusing on what you're frustrated with. The 9th house is a time of expansion, and it's ruled by Sagittarius, which is the best manifester in the Zodiac. And the reason why they have such strong manifesting skills is because they are by nature so optimistic. This is why they are known as the optimist of the Zodiac. And I'm not saying that you aren't optimistic, but you can sometimes be so focused on things not being exactly how you want them to be, and then on not making mistakes throughout the process, that you can get distracted or caught up in that frustration of why something isn't working and who's to blame. So do yourself a favor, Virgos. Over the next 4 weeks, set your intentions for what it is that you want to accomplish, and only focus on ways to make it happen. Remain excited for the process, and also remain certain that the universe has your back and will find a way to bring the necessary opportunities your way. If any challenges come up, immediately think to yourself, okay, somehow this is working for me. Let me work through it in the best way that I know how, making sure to look for what the challenge might be teaching you about yourself. If you have any travel plans during this time, this is excellent because opportunity is likely to come your way while traveling. Also, if you have been wanting to learn something new or improve upon a skill that you already have, now is an excellent time to give that some energy. During a 9th house sun transit, your ability to take in information is extremely heightened, so take advantage of that. Also, the 9th house indicates you benefiting by working with someone from a different culture or background than you. So if you come across someone that fits that description, or if an opportunity shows up where you know you will be working with someone like this, take that opportunity and know it will work out great for both of you. The 9th house is also a time of increased good fortune, so make sure to take some risks during this time, Virgo. This is the start of the astrological year, so if you are going to go for it and take some risks, now is definitely the time. So overall, Virgos, this is going to be an exciting 4-week period for you. Remember, the theme is optimism, consistency, and focus, all things that you are very capable of. Just set your short-term goals for this 4-week period and watch the magic unfold. This is going to be a good one, Virgos, so embrace this energetic opening and happy Taurus season, Virgos. Okay, my powerful Libras, when the sun enters Taurus, this will be in your 8th house. So Libras, I really wish I could tell you that Virgo season is going to be a time of fun and games, but it's not. And this doesn't mean that this is going to be a time of negative energy or bad fortune. Don't worry at all. What it does mean is this is a time of self-connection, self-mastery, and getting to the root of who you are at this point in your life, what it is that you want, and how you might be standing in your own way between where you are right now and true fulfillment. So in many ways, this is going to be a very exciting time, because if you use it for the purpose that it's offering you, then you will come out on the other side of this 4-week period feeling more powerful and more confident and more authentically you. Now, what this means is whatever comes up for you during this 4-week period, use it as a window into who you are and how you can use the emotions that the circumstances are bringing up to grow and adapt into someone who loves themselves as much as possible and makes decisions accordingly. It is likely, if you are in a romantic relationship, for some issues to come up around money during this time. And if they do, good. This means that you will be able to work through things and work them out and then get on the same page in this area. Just make sure that you focus on the idea that each person is responsible for establishing what it is that they are going to do to make the way that the two of you handle money as a couple to make it work in the most productive way possible that you both feel good about. And make sure, like I said, that both people are involved. Focus on solutions, not who is to blame, and stay away from rehashing the past. Just focus on starting from where the two of you are right now and how to make it work. Same goes for any issues around intimacy. Sometimes you have a hard time speaking up for yourself, Libra, and being completely open when it comes to topics that you think might cause conflict or that might hurt the other person's feelings. But the theme for Taurus season is the truth will set you free. So be as open and direct as possible, Libra. And just know, as long as you focus on solutions, things will turn out pretty positively. Above all else though, Libra, know that the 8th house is a time where if you make a commitment to yourself or anyone else, it is very likely to stick. So this would be a time for you to take some time to yourself and really ask yourself, do you have any thought patterns or any beliefs or behaviors that you know undermine your peace and that undermine your happiness or that undermine your fulfillment? And if the answer is yes, first, know that that is 100% normal. We are all on the path of improvement. No one is perfect. And then once you establish what those things are, make a commitment to the counter behavior. If your challenge is procrastination, make a commitment to taking action on a daily basis towards whatever lingering goals or responsibilities you have. One little step each day will work wonders by the end of this 4-week period. If your challenge is getting caught up in negative self-speak or just thoughts of worry or sadness, don't fight those thoughts. When they show up, observe them, take a deep breath, and then begin to focus on things that you know make you feel good, things that inspire you. Overall, Libra, look at Taurus season as a time of taking action spiritually, a time of bringing the most powerful version of yourself forward, a version that acts from self-love, not fear. Do this and do this consistently during this 4 weeks of Taurus season, and this will guarantee that your 2025 will begin to unfold in the best way possible. You got this, Libra. This is your path to peace, fulfillment, and happiness. So embrace this energetic opening and happy Taurus season, Libras. Okay, my powerful Scorpios, when the sun enters Taurus, this will be in your 7th house. So Scorpios, it is your turn. You know you are in the 4 weeks of your polar opposite energy, so you already know this is going to be an intense 4 weeks. Make sure to check out my short about that. The good news is that this is going to be an excellent time for you to focus on the connections that you have in your life. And if you use this energy correctly, you will come out on the other side of this 4-week period with a strong foundation in your relationships. Any unresolved issues will be resolved, and you'll just be feeling more optimistic about what is in store for you when it comes to relationships. So let's start with the relationships like business and friendships. First, with business, this is going to be an excellent time to make new connections. So if you have any opportunities to meet new people regarding business, or you're in business for yourself and you feel like you've been doing it all alone and you have been wanting some help or thinking of an idea of going into business with someone else, this would be an excellent time to explore that option with the likelihood of a positive outcome. This is also a time where if you have been having issues with a friend and the two of you haven't really had the chance to talk about it, or you've been avoiding it for whatever reason, and you want to talk about it, if you do meet up and discuss things during this time, the likelihood of a positive outcome is also increased. In addition to that, this is a time where you might make some new connections and new friendships, which is always exciting, especially as a Scorpio, because you don't take friendship lightly. For you to have someone that you consider a real friend, it takes true connection, it takes trust, and it takes some time to get to know that person. So meeting someone with some true friend potential could really be exciting for you. Now, when it comes to romantic relationships, my favorite topic, if you are single and you've been wanting to manifest love, this could be an excellent time for you to do so. Just make sure that you have the right consciousness around this topic in this area of your life. Don't step onto the dating scene thinking, ugh, everyone is crazy and most relationships end in disaster and nobody wants commitment. This mindset will not be helpful. Really hit the reset button on your excitement for love. And if you are going to go in the direction of manifesting new love, why not take the first step with the mindset that you are a good catch? And if you exist, then someone that will match your energy exists as well. And you are in the flow and you will attract that energy to you. Now, if you're already in a relationship, this is the perfect time to address anything that the two of you need to address. Remember to think solutions. Do not think about rehashing the past or focusing on blame. Just think to yourself, if you want to deepen the connection and move forward, what is the best way for you to do so as a couple? So overall, Scorpios, this is going to be an excellent 4-week period where you can create a strong foundation for what your world of relationships is going to look like during the next 11 months. So embrace this energetic opening and happy Taurus season, Scorpios. Okay, my powerful Sagittarians, when the sun enters Taurus, this is going to be in your 6th house. So Sagittarius, this next 4 weeks is going to be work, work, work. And what I mean by this is going to be a time where you are going to be busy, which you love. And this is great because it will also be a time that if you don't get your daily schedule together and specific and as consistent as possible, you will find yourself feeling frustrated and you will find yourself feeling overwhelmed. And when you feel frustrated and overwhelmed, this can lead to health complications because you carry your stress physically. So the best way to make sure that you come out on the other side of this Taurus season feeling accomplished and feeling in the flow and with that fiery Sagittarius momentum is by starting off the 4-week period by sitting down and making a master schedule for yourself. First, start by filling in all of the work responsibilities that you know you already have for the next 4 weeks, the dates and time periods that they will be taking place, and this will be any work shifts or appointments, etc. Once you have everything work-related filled in, now fill in what you intend to do on a daily basis to make sure you are taking care of yourself. This will be daily workout times, when you plan on eating each day, and if you really want to get diligent and specific, you can loosely fill in what you plan to eat during those meals to make sure you are on a healthy and consistent meal plan. This would also be where you fill in meditation practices and also breaks for yourself. And it would also be good to fill in the time that you intend to go to sleep each night and the time that you intend to wake up the next morning. Once you've done that, you have your master schedule in place. Now, when anything shows up, new work opportunities, friends ask you to hang out, dinner plans, or a party comes up, this will give you a clear picture of what you can fit in and when you can fit it in while making sure that it doesn't interfere with your priorities. The 6th house is all about the details of your daily routines and also all about your health. And remember, we have just begun the astrological year with Aries season. So by taking the time to do this now, you are setting yourself up to have a very productive 4 weeks with minimal stress. And you will also see how smoothly things will run with this sort of schedule in place. And you can definitely use this same type of master schedule month by month and for the whole year. And you will see how much more effective you will be at minimizing any stress and also how fewer moments of feeling overwhelmed you will experience. And a side note is if you have a pet, the 6th house also indicates that your pet might need a little more attention than usual during this Taurus season. So you may want to get your pet a checkup or make sure that you're tending to their needs as well. So any actions that need to be taken in this area, you can also put that in your schedule. So overall, Sagittarius, see this 4 weeks as a time to set a strong foundation for yourself when it comes to how you structure your day and how to make sure that you tend to your health and wellness, also while working towards manifesting your dreams and goals into reality. By doing this, you are going to make the following months and the rest of 2025 the best they can possibly be. So embrace this energetic opening and happy Taurus season, Sagittarius. Okay, my powerful Capricorns, when the sun enters Taurus, this will be in your 5th house. So Capricorns, it is party time for you. You are going to get a 4-week period of lighthearted but very useful energy if you make sure to utilize the energy in the most effective way possible. Remember, we just started the astrological year with Aries season, which was a time of planting the seeds of intention for the goals that you have established for yourself for 2025. As we transition into Taurus season, for you, the theme is going to be coming up with creative ways to nurture those seeds of intention. This is the time to try new approaches, to try new creative ideas, to allow yourself to take some risks without fear of failure, because if something doesn't work out in the way that you envisioned, that's okay. Now is the phase of testing things out and having fun in the process and realizing that all of that energy given to those sorts of pursuits, that's going to be you feeding those seeds of intention. And with each creative idea that you allow to come to life, with each risk that you take, you are getting yourself one step closer to realizing your vision, which is extremely exciting. Now, the 5th house is also the house of romance, my favorite topic. So if any of you out there have set the intention of manifesting love, then you are in luck, because the next 4 weeks, there will absolutely be an increase in your romantic energy. This increase will be coming your way with a high likelihood of meeting someone new or more than one person with romantic potential. Now, your job is to make sure that you are keeping an optimistic, open perspective, and you are not allowing any experiences from the past to cast any shadows of doubt or negativity over romance and its possibilities. Now, if you are already in a relationship, this will be a time where the two of you can deepen your connection by having fun together, especially if you've been together for a while, because we can really get into our routines and things can become a bit stale. So make sure to take some time to do something the two of you have either never done before or that you haven't done in a while. This will also be a time where if the two of you have been trying for a child, if you've been trying to get pregnant, the likelihood of success in this area is heightened. And if you already have kids, this will be a 4-week period where deep connection takes place and also some experiences that may create lifelong memories. So overall, Capricorns, whether you are in a relationship or manifesting a relationship, the theme when it comes to love is yes. Go for it, enjoy it. And when it comes to your goals for the year, the theme is create, explore, enjoy, and do it all consistently. This is the 4-week period about reminding yourself how fun it is when you look at life as an adventure full of possibilities. And if you do so, by default, your vibration is going to raise and your manifesting power will increase, which is very exciting. So embrace this energetic opening and happy Taurus season, Capricorns. Okay, my powerful Aquarians, when the sun shifts into Taurus, this will be in your 4th house. So Aquarius, this next 4 weeks is going to be an opportunity for you to set a strong foundation when it comes to your personal life and your inner world. We just started the astrological year, and Aries season was a time of establishing your goals for the year, which I call planting the seeds of intention. So for you, this Taurus season in your 4th house is going to be the second step of this process when it comes to bringing the dreams that you have for yourself into reality. And that second step is creating healthy soil for those seeds of intention to grow and to flourish. And by this, I mean making sure that your mindset is such that it supports the vision that you have for yourself. Making sure that your environment, especially at home, is an environment that supports energetic rebooting and recharging. This is the time that if you have issues with roommates, or if you live with your significant other, or if you live alone and you know your environment is set up in a way that is not conducive to your success, this is the time to tend to any of these issues. This will involve having conversations with whoever you live with. You may even live with family members still. And if so, that's okay. But it's all about having conversations with whoever you need to have conversations with to let them know what it is you will need in order to make sure that your home environment is what it needs to be in order for you to take care of yourself and to have that strong foundation so you can be at your best each day when you go out into this crazy world that we live in. Now, the 4th house increases the likelihood of issues that are unresolved with family members to be exacerbated. And this is whether you live with them or not. So if something like this does come up for you, when you go to address these situations, think solutions, not point proving or blaming. Also resist the urge to rehash the past. Do your best to start from where you are now and prioritize finding a way where the two of you can heal and improve your relationship without having to change the other person. because I'm sure you know as well as I do, changing someone is absolutely impossible. And changing a family member is outrageously impossible. So try to remember that love is acceptance. And this doesn't mean that you have to accept someone's behavior or them treating you wrong, but you can accept them for who they are and then discuss what each of you need in order to have the healthiest relationship possible, and then establish what each of you will be willing to do in order to make that a reality. Now, during a 4th house sun transit, you may have a little less physical energy and a little less desire to be social, and that's absolutely okay. This is a reboot phase for you, Aquarius, and it's also a time of assessing your foundation and making any adjustments, so that way on the other side of this 4-week period, you emerge recharged with a solid, supportive foundation and with hopefully resolution with any of those relationships that need resolving. So embrace this energetic opening and have a happy Taurus season, Aquarius. Okay, my powerful Pisces, when the sun enters Taurus, this will be in your 3rd house. So Pisces, we just finished Aries season, the start of the astrological year, and I want to make sure that you are prepared to make the next 11 months the best they can possibly be. That way 2025 can be your best year yet, even with all this craziness going on around us. Now, Aries season was step 1, which was setting your intentions for 2025, what it is that you plan to accomplish. And if you haven't done that yet, you are not late to the party. It doesn't mean that you are doomed. Just do it when you're done watching this video. Step 2 will be establishing the foundation of how you are going to maximize your communication skills this year in a way that is different than you have in the past. And by different, I don't mean you necessarily need to change anything completely. I just mean being excited about the idea of improving upon your communication skills. The first thing will be understanding how to be as direct as possible. Sometimes as a Pisces, when you are navigating circumstances, and especially when it comes to dealing with other people, you naturally approach things from a strategic perspective. Your communication style can differ based on who you are communicating with. And that can actually be a very effective tool. However, I want you to get used to establishing what your intention is before you have any kind of important conversation. So that way you go into that conversation knowing what you are focused on and being clear in terms of what you're trying to convey and what you are trying to accomplish. This will assist you in being more effective and clear in terms of the other person understanding you, and it will also assist you in terms of making sure that you're doing your part to have the outcomes that you desire to have. So as you move forward the next 4 weeks and then the months that follow, when something comes up that needs to be addressed, take a moment to yourself first before approaching that person, and then ask yourself, what is it that I want out of this conversation? What is it that I want them to clearly understand? What is it that I want in return? It could be an action that you want them to take. It could be clarity that you want from them in terms of where it is that they're coming from. And then once you establish what those things are, make sure that when you go to have the conversation, you stay focused and clear on expressing those desires or expressing your perspective. And if there is an action that you seek for them to take, or if clarity of their perspective is what you're looking for, make sure you walk away from that conversation feeling like you achieved your intentions. This will set the foundation for you to gain even more confidence in your ability to navigate conversations and connections in a way where you aren't caught off guard, or in a way where you don't feel misunderstood, or you find yourself tending to someone else's needs without making sure that your needs are met as well. Taurus energy is all about focus and clarity and consistency. And this is your time, Pisces, to use this 3rd house energy to make sure that you represent yourself with words as effectively as possible. And you use the power of your voice and the power of your communication to resolve problems and to also get what it is that you desire in terms of the outcomes from certain interactions. So whatever comes up during this 4-week period, when it comes to interacting with others, use those interactions as opportunities to become even more effective when it comes to how you communicate, Pisces. This way, you increase your already incredible ability to connect with people, to inspire people, and to manifest what you desire. So embrace this energetic opening, and happy Taurus season, Pisces. Okay, so there you have it. Some insight into how your sign can make the most of this Taurus season. I hope all of you enjoyed the information. If you did, please don't forget the baby tap. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and hang out with me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.